Florida Republican Senator Marco Rubio, who is the son of Cuban immigrants, and he joins us right now from our nation's capital. Good morning to you, Senator.
Good morning, guys.
When you look at what is going on in Cuba right now, and it sounds like there were up to 5,000 people on the streets of Havana on Sunday. Why did the government allow that to happen? Because we've never seen this in decades, something this big.
Yeah, it happened in over 40-something cities. It's never happened, ever. We've never had over 40-something cities and protests that have continued through Tuesday and Monday, and we just, they shut off the internet, so we don't know how many people are out there. By the way, we don't know how many people have died. We don't know how many people have been seriously injured. We don't know how many people have been arrested. We know, reports of hundreds of people that have vanished. But let me say, the government didn't allow it. On the contrary, they were surprised by it, and then they sent out repressive forces. Look, what's happening there is horrifying, okay? It's hard for people to believe it because it's the kind of stuff you read about happened 100 years ago, but not now. So they'll go into people's homes and say, where's your 15 or 16-year-old son? Because he needs to join this armed mob that's taking to the streets to beat people up. That's what they're doing. They're literally barging into people's homes. I have posted videos on Twitter. Yesterday, this independent journalist was doing an interview with a TV station from Spain, and as she's on the air, state security comes in and arrests her. Another young man knows they're coming for him, goes and starts recording a video, and as he's recording a video calling on the protesters to keep going, you literally see the door behind him kicked open, and state security officials barge in. We don't know where he is today. So the government didn't allow it, and why it's happening? Because communism doesn't work, because Marxism sucks. That's why it's happening. Because people are out there saying, we don't want to live under this oppressive regime. We can't own a business. We can't feed our families. We can't go out and find a job on our own. We depend on the government for everything, and they give us nothing. They build fancy hotels for tourists, but they can't fix crumbling homes. They blame everything on America. We don't believe it anymore, and we're tired of living in a place where the only place in the world where Cubans can't succeed is Cuba. It's the only place in the world where Cubans can't succeed.
That's a good point.
Wow. I remember on the campaign trail when you made a speech, I think it was when you announced maybe, and you talked about what America had given your family. Your dad, y'all became a middle-class family because your dad was able to work as a bartender. I think your mom, she worked in various jobs, a housekeeper and a clerk. And it was really touching, that speech, because it just made me realize how grateful I am for what America offers all of us. Have you ever had a chance to sit down with the squad or Bernie Sanders and detail what your parents went through and just show them what socialism really looks like?
Well, I've never met anyone who's in the squad. Obviously, I deal with Senator Sanders, with Bernie all the time here in the Senate on different topics. We actually work together on things that we agree on, like veterans and the like. And, I can't say we've ever had that conversation, to be frank. But look, here's what I always tell people. All right, you can talk about all the theories you want about socialism, but when you've lived it or you're surrounded by people that lived it, you know what it means. And what it means is these people show up and they say the country's divided between a victim class and an oppressor class. It begins to sound familiar, by the way.
Right.
And then they say you have to give us power so we can go after the oppressor class. And by the way, if you give us power, that means you're going to have less freedom. But don't worry, we're going to provide you all kinds of things to make you more secure. And then, of course, they never provide those things, and you don't get freedom back. And then if you criticize them, then you're part of the oppressor class. And that's the model they have followed everywhere in the world. It's playing out to horrific effect in Cuba for over 62 years, and people have had enough.
So, Senator, we want to switch